they've just had the UK punning championships.
Yes.
They take place in a boxing ring at
Leicester Comedy Festival. Yes,
the De Montfort Hall, the legendary De Montfort Hall in Leicester, and we're delighted to say the UK champion, Will Bicknell-Found, joins us now. Will, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you doing?
Yeah,
Yeah,
good.
many
Nice to speak to you, Will.
congratulations. Competitive punning.
Real name, Will, or have you used it for comedy purposes?
No, that is my name. My full name's Will Bicknell-Found, but shortening my second name to just B makes sort of a sentence.
It's like one of those. It's like when you used to do those jokes, about book titles, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You'd go. I'm trying to think of one. I can only think of rude
just watch
ones.
an old.
I can now think of rude. Only
Just
think
watch
of
an
rude
old
ones.
Simpsons. That's
Exactly. Yeah.
So, how did you get good at punning? What's the secret? Would you say, Will?
It's hard to say. I think like it takes reading a lot of idioms and turns of phrases. And just I don't really know.
It's just it's innate.
Just in your head.
It's just in you. It just that's your go-to comedy. You don't work from the Blue Book. You do, they're all quite innocent. I take it. We were talking earlier on about people that do get our old mate Tim Vine, of course,
Tim Vine,
sensational at this. And then there's Gary Delaney, the excellent Gary Delaney, who does puns, but works from the Blue Book.
Finds the line, doesn't he?
Brilliantly. Will? That's right. So it's a kind of strong medium, isn't it?
Yeah, certainly. I mean, there were a couple of slightly rude ones that I delivered in the competition, but they were mostly like quite innocent.
Yeah.
So how does the competition work? Do you get given a category and you have to come up with it on the spot, or do you have stuff going in? How do you work it?
Yeah, so when it was announced in, I think it was around December, we got sent 20 topics for which any random one could be drawn in one of the rounds of the event. So like my first round, I went into the ring, they drew out of a hat 2 topics for which I did like 3 puns on each.
Okay.
And then the audience sort of cheer to vote who goes through.
Oh, nice. Nice. And what were the topics? Can you give us now? Me and Paul will try and write a joke while we're chatting. We're into it now.
I can remember the hardest topics.
Oh yeah,
which
go on,
were Oasis and sushi.
Oh, okay. Oasis and what, together or?
No.
What is it, as a terrible meal deal from Boots? See, that wasn't bad. It doesn't really count as a pun, does it?
I want to imagine Oasis is just songs, and I tried to get tickets to see them last year. I was disappointed, but I don't look back in anger. I mean, it's that sort of stuff. It's of that school.
I went to with Oasis for a meal deal. That you get a roll with it.
Oh yeah,
exactly. That sort of thing.
So there's your puns. Just for a couple of examples.
Very nice.
I did like you had a good old McDonald one. Give us that one, Will.
Oh yeah, it was Old MacDonald has turned his farm into a massive corporation. He's the EICEO.
Oh, that's nice. Very nice. I liked it. Very good.
I like that one.
So, what do you get for winning the? Did you get a belt or a trophy?
Yes, a belt. I
actually, you get a belt?
actually have it just there.
That'd be nice. Show
is
the
it holding
people
your trousers up, or is it like
TV
a big boxer's belt? Is it?
I'm sure it is a big boxer's belt.
Let's have a look at it.
Big boxer's belt.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
fantastic.
That's fantastic.
That's a proper belt, isn't it? Very
it's
good.
Really heavy.
Can you read us some of the other names that are on there, or do you need glasses? Or
yes, Darren Walsh.
Oh yeah.
Leo Kearse.
Oh yeah.
Masai Graham.
Oh yeah.
Lovedev Bagpa.
Yeah.
Rob Thomas, Colin Lego, Adele Cliff, Richard Pulsford, Lee Brace, and Kev Mudd.
Very nice indeed.
Colin Lego, I played football with Colin Lego.
Oh, yeah,
You played up front, but you always fell apart in the box.
Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, it's nice.
See what I mean?
It's nice.
See what I mean?
You should enter next year.
No.
Yeah.
I'm never going to win the belt, am I really? I try.
Never know.
Occasionally, when Tim's worked with us on the show, I see Tim. Something will come into my mind, a phrase, and I contact Tim Vine. I say, what about this one, Tim? He says, I had a derivation on that. I did try that, but it didn't quite work. So, I mean, I think it's very hard to come up with something new. That's why I think it's very impressive, Will, to come up with new material. It's because there are only so many little things that make you come up with puns, but obviously you've cornered the market.
Oh, thanks very much.
So you'll be back to defend it next year?
No, I think just to hand over the belt.
Right, okay.
Oh, yeah, here we go. A bit of help for Charlie. A book title is Paul the AFC Rushman and Diamonds fan. Incontinence by I.P. Freely. That's the sort of thing I was going for.
Seymour Butts often
Seymour
turns
Butts, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's
there's a wee-based ones, a few more coming in.
It's most tavern, isn't it, really? and me reading out people that make up their names after the clips of the week every Friday.
Exactly.
Well, look, congratulations to you, Will. Well done,
Will.
Thanks for joining.
Thanks very much. Lovely to talk to you.
There we are. Will Bicknell-Found will be found the winner of the UK Punning Championships.
Yeah, Vine's incredible.
There will be. I would like to think there is a small sort of statuette of Tim Vine as they leave, and they just nod. They nod to the gaffer.
Well, what's difficult is, in my shows, I'll do an hour, and a lot of it is me chatting around the subject, and you'll hit a punchline sort of every 20, 30 seconds or a minute.
Yeah.
Whereas with a so you can sort of fill an hour quite nicely, Whereas with one-liners, they have to hit a punchline every 5 seconds.
That's the art of it, isn't it?
You're setting it up and you're doing it straight away.
You're using so much material.
It's unbelievable, really. They do really, really well.